If you're like me and you're both a neat freak and a clean freak, then this video is for you because I'm gonna show you all of my organizing hacks and tips for any cleaning lover. Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Like I said, I want to talk through some different ways that you can help organize your cleaning routines, your cleaning products, and bring a little bit more joy to your cleaning routine, especially if you don't have any joy in your cleaning routine already. I know not everyone is a neat freak and not everyone is a cleaning lover, so even if you're not, stick around because I'm hoping you'll find some ideas and different techniques that'll help make it just a little bit more bearable to go through your cleaning routine. And that's where I want to start. And the first tip is to create a cleaning routine. I walked you guys through my entire process of how I created my new cleaning routine when we moved to this house in September. I will link that video in the cards above if you're interested in creating your own cleaning routine. I felt like it was a really helpful process to come up with something that works specifically for me and my family. I know there are tons of different cleaning routines that you can find out there that you can just apply to yourself, but those didn't really work for me because I felt like I had specific cleaning areas that they didn't account for. I have certain things about my lifestyle that might be different from their lifestyle. So creating a cleaning routine that works for you and your family is going to be key. Now, the second thing is going to be coming up with a cleaning station. There are two different methods that you can really adopt with storing your cleaning products. The first one is to keep everything in one consolidated area, and that is your cleaning hub. And you maybe bring those products out with you to the different spaces, possibly using cleaning caddies. The second technique would be to keep cleaners in different rooms and maybe just have a small consolidated area, but you keep the majority of the cleaners that you have in each room that you specifically use those cleaners in. I am more so the type of person that uses the first technique, kind of a hybrid, and I think that's okay. So with the cleaning station, I have most of my cleaning products here in the laundry room, and that's just the way I like it. It's where I have extra space, and I use, like I said, a hybrid system. So I do have cleaning caddies that I can bring around with me around the house, but there are also certain areas where I do leave cleaners in the locations where I use them. So let me give you a couple of examples. Number one, I use cleaning caddies for bathrooms. We have multiple bathrooms in this house, and it doesn't make a ton of sense for me to have a toilet cleaner in every single one, a glass cleaner, a multi-surface cleaner, and maybe a disinfectant, and whatever all the different things are, a pair of gloves, a sponge in every single bathroom. And it doesn't take that long to clean bathrooms. I clean bathrooms all at the same time and kind of run around the house. So I use a caddy for my bathroom cleaning. It works very well for me. And that's one of my favorite examples for what you can use a cleaning caddy for. Now, when we talk about leaving cleaners in certain rooms, number one place I have to leave a few cleaners, even though everything is consolidated up here in my laundry room, is the kitchen. I'm always making messes in the kitchen. I am cleaning those countertops off numerous times a day. I have stainless steel cleaner because I wipe off my stove top and my refrigerator and dishwasher and microwave. All of those things are stainless steel, so I have a cleaner there. I don't know how it would be feasible for me to leave all of my kitchen cleaners up here in the laundry room. That would make no sense to me, especially because I'm saying up here. Our laundry room is upstairs and our kitchen is on the main level. So that would be a whole lot of up and down, completely unnecessary. So that is an example of where I keep the products in the room. Another example are baby Owen. I have some baby safe wipes that I leave in his changing table in his dresser, so I can wipe off his changing pad or wipe off any quick milk spills or anything like that. That's something that I need to have quick access, really handy, and they're actually specific for him. They're fragrance free, they're safe. You could wipe them on toys and he can stick them right in his mouth. So I like to leave those in there for him so I'm not running in circles trying to find stuff. Regardless of which cleaning method you adopt, you're gonna have an area where you have your backstock. So talking about the backstock, it is very helpful to come up with a way to organize that in an efficient manner. So when you need to refill your cleaning caddy, when you need to go get a new glass cleaner to put in one of your bathrooms, if you're doing the method where you leave cleaners in specific rooms, you know exactly where everything is. I keep things labeled by floor cleaner, multi-surface cleaner, kitchen cleaner, bathroom cleaner, and then within those categories, I have all of the different cleaners that would go in the kitchen, or all of the different products that I might use in the bathroom, or a bunch of my favorite multi-surface cleaners. So that is how I personally organize it, and it has worked very well for us. The next thing I want to talk about is we're talking about all those different cleaners, kitchen, bathroom, stainless steel cleaners, glass cleaners, multi-surface cleaners. It can get so overwhelming. And part of the problem is when you have too many types of cleaners, you're gonna have clutter and you're not going to be able to keep it organized. So I recommend keeping the number of cleaners that you use to a minimum. Try and find that workhorse cleaner for you that can be used in multiple different rooms on a ton of different surfaces. That's why they call them multi-surface cleaners, multi-purpose cleaners, because they're able to go from surface to surface. And it can be tempting with a lot of the marketing out there to get a specific cleaner for each little surface that you have, each area of your house. And I just don't think that's necessary. Sometimes there are areas of our house that we need to care for specifically. You know, you might want to have a leather cleaner instead of using just a multi-surface cleaner on your leather. But I would try again to keep those to a minimum if you can. I do recognize that I personally have a lot of cleaners, but because of the nature of what I do here on YouTube and on Instagram, I do get some cleaning products sent to me to test out and things like that. So I feel like I probably have more than is necessary. Now that we've gone through the basics, I want to talk about some of those specific hacks and ideas that I have to keep your cleaning products and your cleaning routine nice and organized. The first idea that I have is to use color-coded cleaning cloths. I like using microfiber cleaning cloths. I think that paper towels can be wasteful. It can be really expensive. It's not great for the environment. So there are so many benefits to using microfiber cleaning cloths. But it can be confusing, especially if you're new to using them, that you have to switch them out. You can't use them or shouldn't use them necessarily from surface to surface. You don't want to clean your toilets with a cloth and then use it to clean off your kitchen countertops. You don't want to use something to clean off your kitchen countertops where you were maybe just cutting raw chicken to then go dust your nightstand. You get what I'm saying. So having those microfiber cloths that are color-coded can actually be really helpful. I like to have different colors for glass cleaners, for a wood cleaner, for your kitchen specifically, one for your bathroom. So that way you know where you use that microfiber cloth last, and you don't have to rack your brain like, where did I just use this? Is this dirty? Do I need to switch it out? Because with paper towels, you obviously don't have that issue. You spray something down, you wipe it down with the paper towel, and you throw it away, and you move on to the next paper towel, and they're clean every single time. Microfiber cloths, not necessarily the same thing. But if you are interested in using this method, there is one product I would really recommend to you. I like using cleaning concentrates and any way to find refillable cleaners. So if you haven't heard of the Jaws cleaners, Just Add Water system, I like their cleaning products a lot, and I like the way that they reduce plastic and minimize the amount of backstock products that you have to have. But they are clearly proponents of this method because they sell an awesome pack of all of their cleaners with color-coded microfiber cleaning cloths. So I will leave a link to that set in the description box below if that's something you're interested in. I have a couple of other hacks for microfiber cleaning cloths. There needs to be 3 different places that you're storing them. And I'm not trying to overcomplicate things. Trust me, this is gonna make it easier for you. Number 1, you need to have a place where you store your clean cloths. That way you know they haven't been touched, they haven't been used yet, they've just been washed, they are clean. So that is step 1. Step 2 is to have a place for your dirty cloths. Once you finish up using one, it's unrealistic to be able to throw it in the wash every single time. So I keep a bin specifically for dirty rags. I used to have just one bin in my apartment when we were living in an apartment because it was a much smaller space, and I kept that in our laundry closet. Now that we have a larger house, I keep one downstairs in our mudroom, which is right next to the kitchen under the sink there, and another one I keep upstairs here in the laundry room under the laundry room sink for any cloths that I have up here. So then you have your clean and your dirty. Sometimes you're going to have a microfiber cloth that you use maybe just to quickly wipe something down and you've used it, but it's not quite dirty and doesn't need to be thrown in the wash yet. I'm sure we can all relate to that when you think about clothing that you maybe wear just once or for a short period of time, and it's like not quite dirty that you want to throw it in the laundry, but it's also not clean enough that you want to hang it up with your other clothing and forget about the fact that you already wore it. I have a bar that I have on the inside cabinet of my undersink in my kitchen. That is where I put the cleaning cloth that is in use, and that is perfect for us because you know that's the cleaning cloth that you start using next, just to clean off the general countertop areas or surfaces in the kitchen. That is the cloth to use. I want to keep talking about the undersink area a little bit more because so often that is where people store their cleaning products. So it is critical, vital, pivotal that you nail that undersink organization. There are tons of different techniques and products out there that you can purchase to keep your undersink as organized as possible. I don't really care which one you use. I have a few different ideas that I've shared before on my Instagram, here on YouTube, showing you under my sinks exactly what I do. But as long as you find something that has a spot for everything that's placed in the place, and whatever that saying is, I should know what that is. But whatever that saying is, everything needs to have a home, and the undersink is critical when it comes to your cleaning products and your cleaning routines. The other thing is that it's important to have a spot to store your sponges. We talked about storing our dirty microfiber cleaning rags, the one that's kind of in use. It's also important to have a spot to store your sponge that's in use. I love Scrub Daddy sponges for a number of reasons. I like how they change in texture based on whether you add hot water to them or cold water. They stiffen up with cold water. They get nice and squishy with hot water. They have that smile that you can stick a spoon through, the eyes that you can stick something else through. They're great. They last forever. You can stick them in the dishwasher to clean them. But the Scrub Daddy also has something called the Caddy Daddy, and it has a suction cup so you can suction it right to the side of your sink there. And that's what I like to use for my sponge. But there are tons of other little sponge caddies that you can suction to your sink or hang over the side of your sink. Maybe if you have one of those divided sinks, you can find something like that. But make sure you have a spot to put your sponge. It needs to have some ventilation so it can air out. And I would encourage you to find a sponge that you can dishwash and clean out. Either that or just really make sure that you are changing out your sponge regularly. So those are all of my tips and hacks and little ideas for you. I hope that you enjoyed. Maybe this helped you think of something that you haven't thought of before, or maybe like validated you that this is what you're already doing and you feel even more confident about your cleaning routine and feel like, hey, I'm kind of a neat freak, I am a clean freak, and I've got this thing down. So if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, I will see you guys later.